another video with Shushoku Café, where we focus on Japanese jobs in the US or other countries. You can apply the same information. And my name is Kasia. I'm the founder of Ikigai Connections, and I run the job board for Japanese jobs in the US called Nihongo Jobs. Here is my sidekick, who I'd like to quickly introduce.
Hi, good to see you again. This is Takeshi of KQSA. I work for Japanese recruiting company. We usually support for the candidate to get some Japan-related job, but also this is my passion that, to share all the information which is necessary for the candidate to run and to be prepared.
Today, we're going to do a little deep dive into benefits at companies. So a lot of times when job seekers look at a job description, sometimes at the bottom, there will be a section that says the benefits, including health insurance, which, could be medical, vision, dental, maybe a 401k contribution, life insurance, things like that. Now, a lot of times I think that not too many companies promote their benefits very well, especially the Japanese related companies. So what I have also noticed is that a lot of times the Japan headquartered companies who work in the US actually have pretty incredible benefits packages, but they don't promote it as much. So that's been my guess. And today we're going to have Takeshi-san share with us a presentation to see if my opinion is actually correct or not. He has some data to talk about what these benefits look like at these companies. So Takeshi-san, onegai shimasu.
All right, Kasia, thank you so much for introduction. And yes, you're right. There's a lot of topic, when a candidate look for the company, of course, what is the job title, what the job function and salary, those are very important as well. But also the benefit is a very important factor. Most of the time, it's just mentioned in there and not detailed in there. So it's very hard for the candidate to understand how good it is. Is it yes or no question or something like that? Then the answer is it's not yes or no. It's health insurance in there or no. If in there, how good, how different? That's going to be in there. And as for the benefit, there's a talk about PTO, 401k, or like a medical leave. I want to talk about how is the health insurance characteristic for Japanese company and why it is good things. So I have some information to share. So I'm going to share the slide. So first of all, the important things I want to explain is when you see in a job description, medical insurance provided, depending on the plan, it's way much different. And this is the things like there is a plan type PPO plan, HDHP plan, HMO plan. There's so many different plans. And then from the higher PPO is a high premium, good coverage, good for the employees. But when it's coming lower, HDHP, HMO, the cost is lower, means that you might have a less premium in there. And then here you can see 93% of Japanese, almost 94% of Japanese company is choosing PPO. But they are not good to showing off about it. But it's not yes or no. What kind of a plan? And for Japanese company tend to have better insurance plan. And the reason why employer wants the employees to feel safe about it. And then for the health status is important. That's what they believe. And then comparing for US companies, only 54%, half of them is PPO. And then there's more trend that they are going for HDHP to reduce the cost about it. So if you think that health insurance is a very good, important portion for you, then this is one thing, you can ask when you are in the process of the interviews, what kind of a plan is it? Maybe if you use for the recruiter, you don't have to ask for the company directly, what kind of a plan, insurance plan you have? And that way, not only the money, salary, it's offering you, but also this is a good, big, important things. And the other factor is how even the company is allowing you to join for the group insurance, but how much you have to pay yourself monthly. And then very interesting is that Japanese company, median is 0%, means more than half company, and the median company is companies paying 100% for the employee. So employees doesn't have to pay anything per month. And even if they have to pay, it's usually Japanese rate is 10% only. So it's like $30 or $40, something like that. But comparing US, it's like 70%. So you have to pay more monthly. So the salary wise, it's going to be showing higher. But if you pay monthly way much more, then you end up paying, your income, net income in your hands, it's going to be less and less. So that's also important portion. Like good, the Japanese companies tend to provide better plan for the insurance, but also you pay less monthly for Japanese company. That is a number. Is how good Japanese company is usually. And then other thing is a deductible. So when the deductible is higher, when you go for a hospital, you have to pay out of your pocket. And then when the deductible is lower, it's for the employees because you hit the limit and then you don't have to pay nothing, only only the copay. So Japanese company median is just $500. Means if you go for the hospital every year, when you hit 500, after that you just pay copay and that's it. Comparing for US company is average is $1,700. So you have to keep paying until you reach for $1,700. So those 3 points is nobody talk a lot, and then there's no information in there. There was no numbers, based on. Everybody talks. Japanese company is good on benefit, but we always think how good it is. That was things we nobody talks. So I wanted to share about it for today. What do you think, Kasia-san, about this?
That's really interesting, and I think that it's easy to just look at what the salary being offered is. And let's say it's $50,000 and you see that on the job description if the company actually posts the salary. But it's just important to look at the other things that do come with the package. And my experience working with Japanese companies actually as an employee and then as a consultant or a trainer, my understanding is that a lot of times these Japanese companies really want the employees to stay long-term with them. Mm-hmm. So they will offer these extra benefits, especially the health insurance, to, take care of the employee while they're there. So you have to look at the other things that the company is offering. So maybe the salary itself appears lower than some of the competitor companies, but look at the whole package because you will find that a lot of times it is actually quite beneficial and they're not going to necessarily mention it on some of these job descriptions, even though I think they should, and I ask them all the time, but it's something to ask about in the interview process. So don't assume that the salary is the only thing that you will benefit from. You can ask about the 401k, contribution percentage and other topics as well. It could actually be of interest to you. Well, thank you. This was a little shorter video than we normally do, but I hope it was of help to just, dig deeper, ask questions, and find out a little bit more in your research about a particular role at a company. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Shushoku Café video, and we will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.
Bye.